When my wife's friends told her to leave him for a week to teach him a lesson, I didn't think she'd actually go through with it. It was a lazy Friday evening. I had just gotten home from work, exhausted but ready to spend the weekend with her. Instead, I walked into the bedroom and saw a suitcase half open on the bed. "What's going on?" I asked. She zipped it shut without looking at me. "Nothing serious," she said lightly. "Just going to stay with the girls for a few days. They said I need a break from, well, everything." I frowned. "Everything, or me?" She didn't answer, just smiled tightly. "Maybe this will make you realize how much you take me for granted." Her words hit like a slap. "So you're leaving me because your friends told you to?" She shrugged. "It's not permanent. Just think of it as a test." She left that night. No kiss, no goodbye, not even a glance back. I stood there, watching her car disappear down the street, and for the first time in years, I didn't chase after her. I sat down, the silence wrapping around me like a heavy blanket. I thought about every time I had defended her when her friends mocked me for being too quiet or too simple. I thought about how I'd worked double shifts to pay for the house she wanted, the car she drove, and the vacation she posted about just to impress those same people. And now, she wanted to test me. That night, I didn't sleep. Instead, I walked through every room of our house, our memories, and realized something painful. Somewhere along the way, I had stopped being her partner and become her project. By morning, my decision was made. I didn't call or text her. I didn't ask when she'd be back. I made one phone call, to a real estate agent. By Sunday, I had found a small apartment downtown, nothing fancy, but mine. I spent the next day packing my essentials, clothes, documents, my guitar, and a few old photos I couldn't part with. Before I left, I placed the house key on the kitchen counter and wrote a note, "Take all the time you need." I already did. Then I walked out. It felt strange, like stepping out of a dream that had turned into a nightmare. For the first time in years, I felt free. On Thursday evening, my phone started buzzing non-stop. Her name flashed across the screen again and again. I ignored the first few calls, but by the fifth, I picked up. Her voice trembled. "Where are you? What's going on?" "I came home and everything's gone," I said calmly. "I moved out." "You moved out?" she repeated, disbelief cracking her voice. "You're kidding, right?" "No," I said. "You wanted to see what life without me felt like. Now you can." There was silence, then the sound of her trying to hold back tears. "I didn't think you'd actually leave," she whispered. "That's the problem," I replied. "You never thought I could." I hung up before she could say anything else. The next few weeks were quiet, peaceful even. I started jogging again, reconnected with old friends, even picked up painting, something I hadn't done in years. Every evening, I'd walk past the park near my new place and wonder how many times I'd let her make me feel small just to keep the peace. One night, around 3 weeks later, I heard a knock on my door. I opened it to find her standing there. She looked different, tired, makeup smudged, eyes red. "Can I come in?" she asked quietly. I hesitated, then stepped aside. She sat on the couch, looking around at the small apartment. "You really did it," she said softly. "You really left." I didn't reply. After a long pause, she spoke again. "They told me I should test you. That if you really loved me, you'd fight for me. But I see now, you were fighting alone for a long time." Her voice broke. "They were wrong. I was wrong." I sighed. "Marriage isn't about proving love, Rachel. It's about protecting it. And you let strangers hold a vote on ours." Tears streamed down her face. "I want to fix it," she said desperately. "I'll cut them off. I'll do whatever it takes. Please." I looked at her, really looked at her, the woman I once thought I'd spend my life with, and realized I still cared, but not the same way. The love I felt had turned into something quieter, sadder, like a song you used to love but can't listen to anymore. "You don't need to fix this," I said finally. "You need to fix yourself. Learn not to listen to the crowd before you lose the people who would have stayed in silence for you." She reached for my hand, but I gently pulled away. "You taught me something too," I continued. "Never let someone convince you to test what's already proven." Her tears fell harder, but I didn't move. She left that night, and I haven't seen her since. But sometimes, when I walk through the city and pass by couples laughing together, I feel a quiet peace knowing I made the right choice. Because love doesn't need to be tested by distance, games, or advice. It needs to be protected by trust. And when that trust breaks, walking away isn't losing. It's healing.